The US and other governments around the world are now admitting that UFOs exist. After decades of secrecy, the US is now allowing some UFO witnesses to come forth to tell their stories. For instance, Navy pilot David Fravor. He even went on Joe Rogan's podcast to tell his story of UFOs defying the laws of physics, actively jamming radar, and changing directions at incredibly fast speeds. These UFOs had no wings and even showed anti-gravity properties. At one point, one of the UFOs dropped down at a speed of over 30 times the speed of sound. It would go from 0 to hypersonic speeds so quickly that any human inside the craft would be instantly killed. It's like they've found a way to manipulate or bypass the laws of physics, almost like how you can hover around in a video game level designer. On October 19, 2017, a mysterious object since named Oumuamua was discovered zooming through our solar system at 196,000 miles per hour. Avi Loeb, the chair of Harvard's astronomy department, believes that it, quote, may be a fully operational probe sent intentionally to Earth's vicinity by an alien civilization. It could be a scouting craft of some sort, considering its unique brightness, shape, trajectory, and based off the unique way it accelerated out of our solar system. Most strangely, as it zoomed off after swooping by the sun, the object sped up faster than could be explained by our star's waning gravitational grip alone. In short, there is no natural phenomena in the known universe that can account for the sort of speed it gained as it zoomed off. This alien hypothesis comes from one of the world's top experts. Former Israeli space security chief Hayam Eshed took things much further. He said that humans have been in contact with extraterrestrials from a galactic federation. He said, the unidentified flying objects have asked not to publish that they are here. Humanity is not ready yet. Eshed said the aliens were equally curious about humanity and were seeking to understand the fabric of the universe. Could it be that Oumuamua is a scouting craft for the Galactic Federation? Personally, I need more evidence, especially considering he had just released a book on this subject at the time of his comments. Profit could have been the prime motive, considering he's up there in age and mostly retired, or perhaps, due to his age, he had nothing to lose by telling the truth. This has been a brief overview of some of the larger UFO stories in recent history, but this hardly scratches the surface. The prime reason for making this video is that I recorded a UFO a few months back. I dismissed it at the time as some fluke of lighting because it was coming from the direction of the nearest big city, Chicago. I figured it was an airplane at an odd angle and moved on with my life. It was incredibly bright for an object being so far away, and it even outshined the stadium lights across the lake. It was brighter than any plane I've seen here by a lot. It was especially unusual because it was flickering 3 or 4 colors per second as well, exactly how you see here.
So check this out. Look closely here. Reportedly, this captured by commercial airline pilots appear to show so-called unidentified aerial phenomena. That's what NASA calls them, buzzing around the U.S. skies and coastlines.
All right. Oh, this guy is a former fighter pilot. He's a helicopter pilot, jet fighter instructor, has several degrees in things like meteorology. Oh, and before all this, he never really took UFOs seriously, but that all changed this month when he started to see lights that seem to appear out of the Big Dipper and start flying in these strange patterns, all while tracking his plane.
Over the last several months, there's something unexplainable appearing in the night, from the skies over Missouri to above the Pacific Ocean.
It's not a satellite and it's not a meteor.
All baffling pilots mid-flight.
I don't know what the common denominator is, but it's always at the bottom of the Big Dipper.
Mark Hulsey is a former F-18 fighter pilot. The clip obtained by Ben Hansen, a researcher who has spoken to dozens of pilots of commercial flights that have recently had similar encounters.
So it seems like it might be getting more frequent?
It's either getting more frequent or it's getting noticed more.
Okay, there it is.
But while no one seems to know what they're seeing, Hulsey is sure these fast-orbiting objects aren't satellites or any known military aircraft.
There's nothing that flies that high. So the odds of it being a military aircraft doing high G loads like that, it's impossible. It's completely impossible.
Does this phenomenon seem to be under intelligent control?
That's the only thing it could be. I mean, it's either artificial or biological.
Unfortunately, I started recording right after it was at its brightest. It was partly cloudy that night and going in and out of the clouds when I started filming it. Before it went into the clouds, it looked identical to the pilot's footage. Since it was far away, I had my Galaxy S22 camera zoomed in to the maximum. That is why there's such graininess. I also include a color boosted version with maximum grain reduction, so hopefully the colors stick out more from the colors of the grain. You be the judge. In both the footage and with my eyes at the time, I saw this UFO giving off multiple colors. I see white, light green, maroon, red, reddish orange, and maybe some others. As someone who has followed ufology throughout my whole life, I can safely say that this is a new type of UFO that has just started showing itself in the last 5 years or so. I also want to stress the importance of being a healthy skeptic. A UFO doesn't automatically mean aliens made it. Many leading experts say about half of all UFOs are man-made craft. Experimental technology does need testing, after all. It's possible that my recording could be a high-powered drone. The new types of lights could shine different colors and probably with a rapidly cycling setting. But that would also mean that someone was illegally flying it much too high and in an area with above average air traffic. And that doesn't discredit the pilot's testimony, if so. I'd love to hear your opinions on my footage and the whole UFO situation in general. Please be sure to leave them in the comments. A new era of ufology has arrived. This is a subject that has fascinated me since I was a young kid, renting out VHS videos on the subject from the local library. I didn't need a government to acknowledge their existence to know they're real. In fact, the government changing course has left me more suspicious, if anything. I will always have UFO and alien-related content on this channel. If you have footage, be sure to send them to me and I'll make videos. This channel is for truth seekers. It will also cover war, history, philosophy, science, and any other fascinating subject you can think of. So be sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and share it with your friends. Memento mori. Peace out till next time.